Hey guys, welcome to Lord of the Arena 3. I'm Crip and I'm here joined by Rekfo. We're going to be casting the Great Arena Match-Off event thing. How you feeling, Rekfo?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm
Pretty good,
excited.
pretty good.
So for the groups today, we've got in Group A, we have Civ HD, Giant Waffle, The Odd One, and Total Biscuit.
Yep.
And in group,
These are players that don't really play much Hearthstone, or any Hearthstone, or I guess much Hearthstone, because we know Total Biscuit plays a little bit, but I haven't seen the other players play too much. So, well, we'll see how that'll play out.
so they all
Group
happen
A.
to get each other in that group. And then we have Group B
Yep.
with Trump, Masan, GuardsmanBob, and Zylus from Yogscast.
Yeah, some of those players are pretty good, I heard.
Yeah. All right, yeah. And then I think for the first draft, we're going to see Zylus draft. I'm not sure if that's ready yet. Is that what we're doing right now?
Oh, we want to go over all the cool things in the tournament. So this is a
Oh,
charity
right.
event. Yeah, this is a charity event. The total prize pool is $3,000, but it's a little bit different structure. So each win that the players may have against another in the round robin is going to award the winner $200 to their charity of choice. And the grand final is going to be basically the same system for 600. So each of the groups, they're going to have round robin. Basically, what that means is everybody's going to play everybody, and the winner of each of the group is going to match off in the final. So that's kind of the idea there. And if you win a lot of games, you basically give a lot of monies to your charity. There's a few charities being involved. We'll go over to that as the games unfold. But also importantly, it's good to know where the money's coming from. So we have quite a few very nice, very generous sponsors. Basically sponsoring the event, we have G2A. You guys can go to G2A, buy some games, get 3% off with the LODA code, or go to g2a.com/Lord of the Arena. And if you do either of those, you get the discount, and 5% of your purchase will go to charity. Twitch is sponsoring the event. You guys are probably watching on Twitch, so you guys know how awesome they are.
You've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been around. Again, Tempo Storm is organizing it. They're sponsoring it as well. They have a pretty good website running. I think it's Hearthstone related. I don't remember. I think it's pretty good. You guys might want to check that out. And Namecheap is also sponsoring the event. They're basically a domain host service. You can get a .com and get 10% off by using the LODA3 code, or the Arena 3. That's this event, by the way. That's that
Also
one.
important to note, all the matches, not sure if you said it, were our best of one.
Yeah.
So
It's
exciting,
arena style. Is one try, man.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
try.
yeah. Whatever happens in that one match, yep, decides it all. Whatever that hits, whatever the RNG decides. But okay, now I think we're gonna get into the drafts.
Yeah, let's get into the draft. We'll explain how it goes while the draft happens, because obviously you can't like use your arena deck to face against a specific opponent. So as we get into the draft here, we're going to see Zylus' draft first, I believe. There's the little guy. He's got to choose from Warrior, Druid, and Rogue. So basically what happens is these players are basically going through an arena run, but the cards that they get, they have to build a constructed deck. And there are a few limitations to this. You can't have more than one of each legendary, and you can't have three yeah, you can't have more than two of any cards. So there are a few limitations. Like you go Druid, you want swipes, so you're gonna get a swipe, then you're gonna get another swipe, then that third swipe, too bad. So there's some strategy to that. Yeah, there's some strategy to that, because if you get like two swipes really early on, for instance, like if your third card is a swipe and you already have a swipe, you may not actually pick that swipe. You might go for the second best choice, because you might have a swipe later on in the arena. So it's a little bit different, but I mean this is the fairest way we could have this type of arena tournament. All right, so we're going through cards pretty quick here. He hasn't had too many tough choices.
Can't believe he didn't take that 1/1 Murloc. You know that buffs other Murlocs.
I can believe that. I can believe that. I'm
oh,
actually
okay,
surprised.
Swipe. We thinking that?
I'm actually surprised he didn't take the Kazan. While Crazy Alchemist is really good, we know that players are picking Mage every single time they get a chance to here in this tournament.
That's
Goes to the Claw. Not too much thought process here. He's going pretty quick through the picks. I can't disagree with too many of
These
them.
are almost like Tides picks.
No, I think these are fairly good still. What do you think about this one?
Yeah,
I think this one's really obvious. There we go, Violet Teacher. Now, Frostwolf Warlord is a card that's actually very powerful in Arena because you usually have a lot of garbage on the board, and you can often have him be bigger than Boulderfist. Boulderfist is just too good, too bread and butter to really drop. Novice Engineer. Here, the Power of the Wild has to be the best one because he's got the Violet Teacher.
Yeah. Spectral Knight. He has some fives though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he didn't take it.
He didn't?
He took Brewmaster.
Oh man, yeah, that has to be ambitious. But all right.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
Oh, he can't take that Belcher because he has. Oh no, he can. He can. I thought he already had two. Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he didn't take the Power of the Wild. I think Power of the Wild when you have Violet Teacher is just so insane. Like Power of the Wild just alone in Arena is really good, especially when you're playing against like board clears. Just bumping that up makes you solidify your board. Like you have to keep in mind, there's like in Arena people play hard removal and play a lot of board clears. So playing against the board clear with one card is very important. Because often, like if you already have 3 creatures on the board, you don't really want to play more because you're just going to lose if they have a board clear. So it's kind of like cards that are like improving your board but aren't creatures. Those are really strong in general. So here, I love Wrath. I mean, I just pick Wrath every single time I get it, really. I think it's almost as good as Swipe, even.
He took Spellbreaker.
Yeah, Spellbreaker is pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Mark of the Wild's pretty decent as well when you have Violet Teacher. I think here, if you chose one Spellbreaker, it's pretty clear that you just get a second one. With GVG, there's a lot of silenceable minions. This is, in fact, the first Lord of the Arena that is the GVG block, so we are going to see quite a few differences if you have tuned into the last I guess, iterations of the tournaments. And silences are really strong in GVG. There's a lot of like annoying death rattle stuff. There's a lot of minions that become pretty useless when you silence them, like Annoyatron, things like that. And you often just get crazy value.
I haven't been looking at his facial expressions. He's shaking his head now. I wasn't paying attention to that. It's an interesting part of the draft. What do you take here? Okay, did he take War Golem?
I don't know why. Like I think Force Tank is just way better. This is the last card here. This is some real garbage.
Oh, he's shaking his head again.
This is garbage. That he's he's fully in the right here to shake his head.
Yeah.
All right. So that was a pretty quick one. We kind of missed a little bit of the early draft because they were talking about introducing the tournament and all that kind of stuff. But also he was picking cards really quick, which is a little bit surprising. I mean, when money's on the line, I think it's appropriate.
Money for charity, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. Does this mean that he doesn't care about the charities? Like he picked those pretty fast, man. I don't know.
Well, he is in the group of pros, and I mean he picked pretty quickly. I think most of the choices are pretty correct. So he's obviously played some Hearthstone, but maybe he's feeling a little bit of intimidation. Maybe he's just whatever in it from the start. But we'll see. He's going to be facing GuardsmanBob, and we're going to get into his draft here in a second. GuardsmanBob is absolutely one of the top Arena players. I haven't really seen him stream too much though, so I don't know.
Pick Mage.
Oh man, summoning. Oh no, that's the Unstable Portal. That's right.
Unstable Portal. That's a fun card to
really
commentate. And a legendary.
Whoa, both these are really strong.
All right, we have our winner of Lord of the Arena 3. We're gonna.
I think Sneeze is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both ridiculous. They both kind of do the same thing, but Sneeze is like one turn earlier, and that's really why he'd pick it, I think. Okay, goes to the Gadgetzan. This is really easy Frostbolt in my opinion.
Easiest Frostbolt of my life.
This is where we see like some variety. Like some players draft really aggressively. They go with the Tidehunter. Some players like the Ghoul. I think I would have gone for the Smith, but I mean the Tidehunter is not too bad.
You take the Ghetto Spectral Knight there, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're playing like Priest or if you have a lot of buffs, it's actually better than Spectral Knight. Yeah, there's not that many spells in Arena normally. Here, I usually like Mirror Entity, especially with some of the cards that he has, but he's looking towards Duplicate, so he does go with Duplicate there. Very easy choice there, pretty much garbage. Oh, he's not too happy with this one, but I think I would be. I think Worgen is a good card. Have you played the Worgens? I've seen some constructed decks with Worgen Infiltrator.
I haven't played constructed with Worgen, but you know, I'm not too against it. I guess.
I think.
I mean, obviously, right now, constructed is all about that Cogmaster. Just
Well, no, I've seen Warg Infiltrator in Face Hunter. Oh, he's got a
Okay, okay.
Pyroblast. All right.
I saw Rocketeer in a Face Hunter recently. I was like, wow, this guy actually just types charge and clicked everything.
Yep. I've actually lost to exactly that deck with Priest because I just couldn't heal enough. All right. Speaking of healing, that's
Goldshire Footman. Wow, he's gonna pass that up.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
man.
is. He's gonna pass that up. What do you think about this one? This is actually, oh wow, he picked pretty quickly. Manworm is one of the strongest one drops in Arena.
Yeah, especially with Frostball at the end and Unstable Portal.
Yeah, Unstable Portal and Frostball, it's like two cards that go very well together. Like if you have both of them in your opening hand, you know, if he plays a creature, you deal with it and you use Stable Portal later. If he has nothing, you do Unstable Portal, and because he played nothing, you're not really behind. So very, very powerful cards. Wow, I went with the Cold Light.
Cold Light there. Interesting.
I hate that card. I like never want to play it because I always play the value game and I'm always ahead on cards almost all the time. And like give him two cards.
Always
like,
ahead.
Yeah. Well, I might be ahead on cards, but I might be like dead. So. Oh yeah, Water Ellie. Oh man, Dark Iron boys. Dark Iron. Right? So OP.
All day.
He's gonna go with the Owl. I like Raid Leader. I think Raid Leader gets a bad rap in Arena. I don't think I'd
have more minions on board on that.
I'm just saying that I have respect for the card that I think most people don't show. Here, I think the Zombie Chow or the Doggy. I think most of his minions are actually low attack, so I think that the Doggy's pretty decent. But he goes with the Loot Hoarder.
He disagreed with you. Took the third choice.
I don't like Loot Hoarder that much, man. Especially like in this tournament. Like, you know, people are playing 1 damage hero power classes if they can.
Yeah, yeah.
Except Paladin, I guess. And maybe Priest. Okay, but they're definitely picking mages. And if there's no one of those three, they're probably going rogue.
Pretty decent deck. I mean, you know,
he's got a really good
Frostbolts and a Flame Strike every time.
He's got a Pyroblast too, so you can push for a little bit of an aggressive like swing in the game. I mean, in Arena, you can't really play around Pyro unless you're like really ahead. And Arena is usually like a pretty close game. So Pyro does close it out very frequently. So yeah, pretty good stuff. All right, well, I think we're ready to get into the game here.
Once again, guys, this is a tournament for charity. Whoever wins gets to pick, donate $200 to a charity of their choice for each match, and for the final match, it's $600. Altogether, I think about $3,000 will be given to charity from this tournament.
I think we know Zylus' charity. It's Hartendrum.
Hartendrum.
Hartendrum. What do you know about this?
Okay, so it's a charity in the Netherlands. It helps people with a heart defect. The reason he chose it is his cousin was born with a heart defect, severely hindered her ability to live her life as a regular kid, and she couldn't join any sports. And just going to school was a massive task for her, because it required so much energy. When she was 12, she had a heart transplant because of this charity, Hartendrum. And so he decided to donate the money from his winnings toward them. A good cause. And we don't know the charity of the other person, do we?
Yeah, other person. Oh, man. Yeah, the other person's GuardsmanBob. He's a pretty good player, I thought. But
I didn't mean to just say, no. I didn't. I wasn't doing it like that. I was just like, okay, my bad. Go ahead. Sorry, GuardsmanBob. Sorry. I know who you are, man.
His charity is actually a Vision Spring. He didn't include much information about it, but that's what it is. Yeah, stuff. All right, let's hit it up. Let's go into the game.
Furion versus Jaina.
So again, this is a round robin format. This is the first group that we're going over, and basically everyone is going to face everyone. So we're going to see quite a few games between the players. GuardsmanBob thinking about keeping 2 Frostbolts, which I think is fair, and Zylus going with a Crazed Keep. I think in general the Druid does fairly well against the Mage because most of the minions have a lot of health and escape the Flame Strike. But the problem that the Druid has is it's pretty hard to come back in the game if you're losing. Druid basically has the same issue as it does in Constructed, where it's really hard to swing the board around. Like if they have a lot of stuff and you don't, you're basically screwed. That's the
Yeah.
same in Arena for Druid.
Oh my god. All right, so we had a stable port
Wow.
with Durag. He's smiling. He's excited. I mean, you know, I'd say that's pretty good. Like,
Yep. And it's Druid too. And Druids don't really have big game in
he doesn't have big game.
Arena.
We already know he doesn't
Right.
have big
It's
game.
Arena. Yeah. Okay, so GuardsmanBob goes for the Frostbolt. He could have developed the duplicate, allowing him to double Frostbolt on the following turn. But, I mean, Frostbolt often doesn't kill a 3-drop, and it really doesn't kill any 4-drop. You know, he has the coin left. So I think he goes for the Frostbolt just in case he has a 4-drop to follow. And with the coin, it has to be the Vile Teacher here. So his play was...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was weird.
That's really
You could have
weird.
just put a 3/5 on the board and still had that buff card. And it synergizes with Vile Teacher.
Yeah.
But instead, we have a 4/4.
It's gone.
It's gone, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
So, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I disagree with that a little bit, but it's cool. You know, stuff
Yeah.
happens.
It's, in my opinion, it's always a bad idea to play a buff defensively, especially against an open board, because you want to trick your opponent into
And then
playing a garbage
Here
creature.
comes a pretty good card.
Pretty good
And I
card.
think if it hit the minion, it would just straight up be GG. But it's still pretty.
Yeah, here you have
much.
to drop the Sludge Belcher and go face.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not too happy.
He's just shaking his head, man.
But you know what he could have done? He could have actually had 3 creatures instead of 1 had he played the Vile Teacher first.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's duplicate. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Do you know what the plural of Ragnaros is?
Ragnarai.
Oh. I usually go with Ragnaruses.
Oh. What if he actually charges into this thing and gets a duplicate? Is this what's gonna happen right here?
Recycle. That's the best recycle ever, dude. Because it's gonna put it back in the deck, so it doesn't duplicate. It's
Man.
sick. It's
That's
actually
sick.
that is the single best recycle I've ever seen.
I was gonna have to ask you what that card did. I've never seen that card in my life because I only play constructed.
I've tried playing it once, and that was all it took. I just removed it from the deck right after that.
Dude, that was sick there. That put
Yeah.
him back in the game. He was like completely gone.
The first time I encountered recycle, I played Cenarius. He killed both the taunts, then recycled Cenarius, and then I immediately drew Cenarius again. That's how good the card is, man. It's insane.
Just crazy.
Just crazy.
Here,
I think
he's
you
probably just war goleming.
I think you just developed a big creature. If you do Harvest Golem, you basically can't do anything else. You basically
What's
have
he
to
doing?
If you do this play, it's gonna get punished by a Flame Strike. So it's not really worth it.
I wonder if he was scared of like BGH. I mean, Fireball.
No.
I don't understand.
You never bother to play around PG.
Yeah, what the hell? It's Arena, man. What's going on? What was that?
He might just think that his opponent
just
has a
floated 4
polymorph or
mana.
a Fireball, but the truth is, like,
But still, you play the earlier
Yeah.
you play it, the less likely you're getting polymorph
No-
or Fireball or
nothing-
BGH.
yeah, nothing in his hand actually like triggers a Fireball or polymorph except the War Golem.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like it really does much there. Right now, it looks like Zylus' charity is not getting any money.
Yeah. See? Heart and Drum. Heart and Drum. Wish I could pronounce it. You Scandinavians.
All right. Well, you silence Stormwind here, I guess.
And then you
I mean,
shake your
when
head
he's
and have a
looking
bad
at
time.
this, I don't even think he drafted a swipe. So this is not his fault. I don't think he got a swipe to draft. But
No, he got one swipe.
did he? Okay. I think the play here is
Yep.
to charge the Stormwind hero power and then kill the Worgen. Or to go all out face and hope for the best. You see, I don't really like that. Yeah, because that's gonna happen.
Yeah, man.
He failed to play around duplicate. Now there's a lot of
Man,
Stormwind champions.
that recycle actually worked out so well for him. I really wanted to see how this game would have played out if he dropped a War Golem in last turn instead of just a Harvest Golem.
Yeah.
I think, they're both golems, so maybe he got a little, confused which golem's better. But I think War was better than Harvest in that case, because he just floated the other 4 mana. I mean, he used hero power, but yeah.
Well,
Oh, he did pick the Force Tank. We thought he picked
he didn't pick a second Force tank. He skipped the second Force tank. Force tank's actually a really good card in Arena. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the reason it's
can
really
believe
good is because people have to play big creatures to survive late game of their opponents, and it's just the biggest big creature. Like if you're playing against the priest, they'll kill 3 Boulder Fists.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What's he thinking about? Silencing again? If he silences, all he can do is heal, but...
Oh, this game is done. It's the Pyro
This game's
Blast.
over, but, I mean...
We're just going
why
through
you
the
considered
motions
War
right
Golem.
now.
Yeah, he's either... Why War Golem? Yeah, he might as well do that, yeah.
Well, if he War Golems,
Now-
he can hero power, but that still doesn't save him from Fireball. He'd still be within Fireball range with the ping as well. But it's Pyro
Yeah.
Blast. It's the card you don't
Yeah,
want
the
to
game's
play
over,
around. So yeah.
Even
So-
if he couldn't kill him, he could drop another Stormwind, ping. If he wanted to trade up. 7/7
So
to...
GuardsmanBob takes first blood for his charity here with
That's
Vision
best
Spring.
of 1, by the way.
Best of 1.
So Vision Spring gets $200 Dara. And then oh, by the way, the people supporting these charities, our sponsors for the event, are
they?
G2A, Tempo Storm, Namecheap, and Twitch.
Yeah.
And
good stuff.
G2A's code for this is LOTA. If you go there, 5% of everything you buy on G2A will go to
That's
charity
right.
as well.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a few-minute break here, and we're gonna get back. Our next match is gonna be Trump versus Masan, the 2 other dudes on Team Solo Mid. How about that? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, I thought I made a mistake. I'm just dumb. I'm being dumb. Okay, well, I'll try to be less dumb when we come back in a few minutes.